Well, hi and welcome. Welcome back to Steel Mountain Online. My name is Sylvain Paslier, and for the next hour or so, I'll be playing some tunes for you and sharing some stories. was 6 years old, my parents took my brother and I on a vacation to the Mediterranean Sea. Now, I grew up in Lyon, in the southeastern part of France. It's close to the French Alps, but it's not close to the sea. So it was very memorable. I remember at night by the beach, there was a kind of farmer's market. And some of the things that stand out from my memory are you could buy these fluorescent pins. Like, I haven't seen them in like 20 plus years. So, but they were very, very fashionable back then. I also remember these booths with, you could buy a Kurt Cobain t-shirt or a Bob Marley t-shirt. This was the early 90s, right? There were painters selling their art, and there were African percussion instruments. So I became obsessed with this little djembe. And what my parents did without realizing it is they allowed me to develop a passion for music at a very early age. They bought this very cheap and simple djembe to me, for me, 6-year-old Sylvain. And I think they soon regretted it because on the drive back home, I was just banging for hours, and they probably thought it was a mistake. Over the years, I grew out of that little djembe. I continued to play and to pursue music, and it became an ever-growing part of my life. And because I was already playing, I felt I could do it. This is something I could do. So I also picked up other musical instruments, always at my own pace, outside of the traditional learning context. I did pretty poorly in music class in junior high school, which was all about playing the recorder and reading notes, and but I was having a lot of fun outside of the classroom with music. And already, music opened possibilities. Fast forward to 2004, and one of my cousins, who also played music, tells me about this new melodic percussion that he just got. The name of it doesn't really stick on the phone, but I think he called it a hong. Well, soon after, I hear the hong in person and in my parents' backyard, and I fall in love with this sound. I fall in love with this instrument. That night, I dream about it all night, and the next day I wake up on a quest to get one, right? If you know anything about this instrument, you know that I am far from being the only person who's had this kind of reaction. There are countless stories. This instrument has touched a lot of people. You may also know that in those years, the hong was unbelievably rare, so hard to get. I mentioned my cousin, who many of you know. His name is David Charrier of Master the Handpan, and he performed at Steel Mountain in 2018. He's my favorite handpan artist, and I was so fortunate to spend several years creating music with David. During part of 2006, David was actually incredibly either generous or foolish to lend me his first gen hong for like 6 months. It was a pentatonic F major, and I still remember the bright yellow bag it came in. And finally, in 2007, I was able to acquire my hong, which I will now play for you. wrap up this session by extending a few thank yous. First, I hope that the video was streaming. A huge thank you to my small but wonderful in-person audience in this room. You guys, let's hear you. We played it safe. We're less than 10 people in this room, but it was really meaningful to be able to play for my friends, to play for human ears, and that the connection wasn't breaking for you guys. This is all that we're hoping for, to return to these kinds of in-person gatherings. The next thank you goes to Mark D'Ambrosio for all your work putting together this event over the weekend. It's easy to be discouraged given the current times, but I'm grateful for people like you who believe in creating community despite our inability to gather in person. And finally, thank you for watching. If anyone's still watching, third try. If you enjoyed some of my music today, you can find all of it online at my website. That's sylvainpalliermusic.com. Good luck spelling that out. But you can Google me, Sylvain Paslier, and you'll find my website. And then I just released a new track today. So if you go to my website, you will find it under the music section, and it's called Take It Slow. It's a 30-minute track that I created for you, for your Sunday morning coffee, for getting ready for work on Monday morning, whenever you need to relax and find a moment of peace. That was one of the projects that happened at the beginning of quarantine, when all these people around the world now had all this free time, and it was amazing to see what people did with all this time and all the creative things they did. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I will catch you at Steel Mountain 2022 in person, and see ya.